Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. I'm Shakia Chanel, also known as Coach Shakia, and I'm a coordinator for Asphalt Green's Recess Enhancement Program, also known as REP. And at REP, our goal is to make recess safe, active, and fun. Now, in order to do that, under the current conditions, we should first go over our safety tips. So tip one, you and your students should be washing their hands for at least 20 seconds before or after playing any game. Tip two, everyone should be practicing social distancing. So everyone should be standing at least 6 feet apart at all times. Tip three, and this one can be a little tough, especially for the younger students, so we have to constantly remind them, no one should be touching their face. All right, so we shouldn't be touching our faces, and we should be reminding our students that they shouldn't be touching their faces. And last, if you have to cough or sneeze, don't do it in your hands. Make sure you cough or sneeze into your arm. 2 thumbs up if we understand, and 2 thumbs up if we're ready to learn a new game today. Awesome. In this video, we're gonna focus on a really fun game called Do As I Say, Not As I Do. What's the name of the game? Do As I Say, Not As I Do. And I'm going to use the REP model, which stands for Ready, Explain, Play, to teach you about this game. Now, Do As I Say, Not As I Do is great for students of all ages. It can be played in many different spaces. It's great for maintaining appropriate distance and safety, and you don't need any equipment in order to play this game. So let's start with ready. When we are getting ready to lead a game, the first thing we want to do is map out our play space and designate boundaries. Next, you want to make sure that you remove anything that might pose a safety risk to your students in your play area. Then, and this goes for any game, you want to get whatever equipment that you need in order to run your game or set up your space. But again, to play this game, you don't need any equipment. And last, you want to gather all your students in an organized but spaced out area. So for Do As I Say, Not As I Do, your students are going to be set up in a circle. Now, again, you don't need any equipment to play this game, but if you want, you can use cones or tape on the ground in the form of a circle spread out 6 feet apart from each other so the students know exactly where they're going to be standing in the game. I hope you're all still following along. Let's see. Match me. Match me. Match me. Match me. Awesome. Let's move on to explain. So after we get ready, then we want to give a brief explanation on how to play the game to our students. When we're doing this, we want to use a loud, clear voice. We don't want to yell at our students. We just want to command their attention. And we also want to check for understanding with open-ended questions. Okay, so we don't want to use yes or no questions because students will tend to say yes or no to anything just to get the game started. All right, you should have a copy of the rules of the game in front of you. We are going to go through them together. All right, I'm going to explain the game to you the same way I would explain to a group of my students. Hey, 4th grade, welcome to recess. Match me. Match me. Match me. Match me. Do I have everyone's attention? 2 thumbs up if I do. Awesome. I'm Coach Shakia. Can everybody say hello, Coach Shakia? Hi. Today, I have a brand new game for you, okay? It's called Do As I Say, Not As I Do. What's the name of the game? Do As I Say, Not As I Do. All right. I want everyone to pick a spot in the circle, all right? Go pick a cone. Make sure you're standing 6 feet apart from each other. Great. So I'm going to start the game. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to my left and I'm going to tell that person something. All right, I'm going to tell them that I am brushing my teeth. All right, but when I say that I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to be pretending to be rowing a boat. So I'm going to say, I'm brushing my teeth. Okay, and what they have to do is they have to do what I said I was doing, but not copy me rowing the boat. So what they're going to do is turn to the person on the left of them and say, I'm on the phone. But what will they be doing? That's right, brushing their teeth. So I'm on the phone. and then it's going to continue down all around the circle. What we're trying to do is make it back to me. If anyone messes up, then the whole circle has to do what the action was for 10 seconds, and then the game continues. All right, so if I say I'm walking my dog, what should I do? Should I pretend that I'm walking my dog, or should I do something else? That's right, pretend I'm walking my dog. Can someone give me an example of something else that I would do? Exercising and doing jumping jacks, great. Okay, and what happens if someone messes up? Does that person have to do something, or that's right, the whole circle has to do something? And what do we want to do? We want to make sure it gets all the way back to me, the person who started, right? Okay, awesome. 2 thumbs up if we understand, and 2 thumbs up if we're ready to get started. Wonderful. So after we explain the game to our students, we get to move on to actually playing the game. A couple things you want to keep in mind when playing Do As I Say, Not As I Do is, first, you want to be the person who starts off the game. This is a perfect chance to demonstrate to your students on what they should be doing. So remember, they should be, the person from the left of you should be copying what you're saying and not the motion that you're doing. So you could also even do like one practice round just so that they can kind of get used to it. Then after that, if you want, you can remove yourself from the circle just so that you are watching from the outside and making sure that the students are following the rules. Also, remind the students that they should be standing in place in the circle so that we're practicing social distancing and everyone can still be standing 6 feet apart, which is why you can, if you want, use a piece of tape on the ground or a cone so they know where their spot is. You also want to switch up who starts off the game. So after every round, you can pick a new person to start it off at random, or you can have, if I started off the circle and it got back to me, then the next person, the person who I passed it on to, they can start off the new round. And this goes for any of our games. We always want to add extra physical activity. So for Do As I Say, Not As I Do, I said that if someone messes up, the whole circle can do 10 squats. And you can change whatever it might be that they do. They can do jumping jacks, they can do a dance, anything like that. But you just always want to keep it interesting. So add some extra physical activity. I hope you had fun today learning how to play a brand new game. We'll have another new game for you tomorrow. So stay tuned for more videos of fun and safe games to play. Thank you. Bye.